As a child, I used to move from one city to another due to my parents' job. One of the cities that I used to live at, I was quite shocked by the fact that the beach is heavily polluted. There are a lot of traces scattered around the coast. The water itself isn't even that clean. It looks dirty and dark. At that time, I just accepted it and I was quite getting used to it until I moved to Lampung. In Lampung, the scenery of the beaches is a lot better compared to my last city. So, all of those experiences that I had made me think twice about the importance of the environment. I'm not just talking about the visual aspect, but I also want to point out about all of the creatures that live in our environment. We as the superior creature should care more about another creature who lives in the same planet as us. No matter how you look at it, you're definitely valuable as much as us. People, when we're talking about environmental movement, what kind of things that make this movement come out? What happens to our earth? Do you guys know that the earth we live in has changed a lot? The earth we live in is not sustainable anymore, unlike the past. How could this happen? It is caused by environmental problems that the earth is currently facing, ranging from pollution, climate change, careless waste disposal, extinction of biodiversity, deforestation, and many other problems. What can we do? We as a human who lives on this earth should have the awareness to keep it healthy. Healthy earth will prosper the living things on it. Every individual on earth must work hand in hand to maintain this earth in order to keep it sustainable since it's connected to one another. Therefore, the environmental movement emerged, which is a movement that supports the creation of the earth's welfare. Ladies and gentlemen, the environmental movement is becoming a hot topic all over the world, and many people are joining the movement. No matter the nationality and age, we all have the same goal, which is protecting our beloved earth. Thus, we come to the big question. Do child activists actually give significant impact on the environmental movement? Greta Thunberg is a Swedish environmental activist who becomes a global icon of the environmental movement campaign. It all starts when Greta skips school every Friday to voice out her opinion that contains criticism and encouragement for local authorities to take action on climate change. Do you guys know that the weekly demo that Greta does starts to attract the media? Well, it does. Then Greta invites young people all over the world to do the same thing. The greatest thing is the campaign that was originally a social media campaign has turned into a mass movement called Fridays for Future. Greta Thunberg is now becoming someone who voices the hopes of millions of people about the environment in front of the world leaders. Greta Thunberg delivers an emotional speech in front of the world leaders at the UN Climate Change Summit. About 60 country leaders took part in the one-day meeting organized by UN Secretary General Antonio Guterres. Greta Thunberg accused the world leaders who failed to take action at tackling the climate change, and she urged the world leaders to take action at climate change immediately by saying, "We will be watching you." Her courage to voice out her opinion in front of the world leaders resulting in all these things. German Chancellor Angela Merkel said her country will double its financial commitment to tackling global warming to 4 billion euros. French President Emmanuel Macron said international organization had pledged an additional 500 million US in assistance to protect tropical forests. On May 2019, Greta Thunberg was awarded the title of being one of the most influential people in the world by Time magazine. Greta Thunberg is one of child activists all over the world who has had a very significant impact on bringing people, especially the world leaders, to take action on the environmental movement. Do you guys know There's also child activists from Indonesia who really cares about the environment, just like Greta Thunberg. She is Olivina Maskan or better known as Kucilik. Olivina is a famous YouTuber who likes to discuss about the condition of our Earth, such as global warming, forest burning, and so on. Recently, in one of her videos, Olivina makes a video about how to protect the Earth, and many of her subscribers start to follow her tips and tricks to keep the Earth safe. Along with the appearance of young people like Olivina Maskan, our nation will have great hopes for the future generation. Why is that? Because of her age. You must be confused with the answer, right? So, having young people who can voice their opinion, in this case about our Earth environment, will certainly influence other young people. Even though not all of their followers will take significant action, but at least in their mind there will be a sense of the importance of maintaining our Earth environment. Broadly speaking, the followers of an influencer usually have an audience range that is not far from the influencer itself. The influence that emerges from young influencers is a very important type of influence for our future, because there will be time when child activists like Greta Thunberg or Olivina Maskan will be a milestone for change in the future. We can call it as a future investment. So, if I were asked, do child activists actually give significant impact on the environmental movement? The answer is yes, it does. Despite their age, child activists can bridge a situation which adults are unable to. They can make adults realize something that they tend to ignore, especially the world leaders. That's why child activists can take a huge role on the effort of making the world a better place. Just like one of my most favorite quotes, it is our duty to save the environment's beauty. Thank you.